Have you ever wondered why, in the quietest moments when laughter fades, when the world turns away, when you are left alone with yourself, a shadow seems to rise from the depths of your mind? It's the part of you you rarely speak of, the ache you bury beneath busyness, the silent questions that echo in the dark, asking, "What if I am not as whole as I seem?" Tonight, let us walk together into that hidden room, the one you keep locked, even from yourself. There is a room inside each of us, built from memories we'd rather forget, regrets we cannot undo, and fears that wear the mask of indifference. You know this room. You've stood at its threshold after a long day, when the world's noise dies down and your own thoughts grow loud. It's a place where old wounds whisper, where shame curls up in the corner, and where the air tastes faintly of longing and loss. Here, the walls are lined with moments you wish had gone differently, the words you never spoke, the apologies you never received, the love you never dared to ask for. Sometimes, you catch a glimpse of yourself in the cracked mirror on the wall, and for a fleeting second, you see not the person you show the world, but the one you fear you truly are. Unfinished, uncertain, quietly unraveling. Most days, you keep the door shut, distracting yourself with the rituals of living. You scroll, you work, you laugh at jokes that don't quite reach your eyes. But sometimes, in the hush between heartbeats, the door creaks open. A memory slips out, a childhood humiliation, a recent failure, a future you dread. You feel the old ache, the one you pretend you've outgrown. You tell yourself it's nothing, just a passing mood. But the truth is, this darkness is not an intruder. It is a part of you, a silent twin, growing in the shadows, shaping your choices, coloring your dreams. It is the part that doubts, that mourns, that wonders if happiness is a story told to children. And yet, you are not alone in this. Every soul you pass on the street carries their own hidden room, their own silent ache. The barista who smiles too brightly, the friend who never calls back, the stranger who looks away when your eyes meet. We are all architects of secret chambers, all custodians of pain we cannot name. What would happen if you stepped inside, just for a moment? If you let yourself feel the weight you've been carrying, instead of pretending it isn't there? Would you shatter, or would you find in the darkness a strange and unexpected strength? For now, you linger at the threshold, hand on the doorknob, heart pounding. The room waits, silent and patient, knowing you will return. Sometimes, the darkness inside us is not entirely our own. It is inherited, a legacy passed down through generations, woven into the fabric of our being before we ever drew breath. You may not remember the first time you felt unworthy, or the first moment you learned to hide your pain. Perhaps it was a parent's silence, a teacher's careless word, a friend's sudden betrayal. These echoes linger, shaping the way you see yourself, the way you love, the way you trust. You carry them like invisible scars, flinching from kindness, doubting your own worth, sabotaging your own joy. You learn to wear masks, smiling when you want to scream, nodding when you want to run, pretending to be whole when you feel like fragments. In the quiet of night, the echoes grow louder. You remember the times you failed, the times you were left behind, the times you let someone down. The mind replays these moments on a loop, as if by reliving them, you might finally change the outcome. But the past is a closed door, and the only way forward is through. You wonder if you are doomed to repeat these patterns forever, if the darkness is your inheritance and your destiny. But what if, hidden within the pain, there is a message? What if the echoes are not curses, but invitations to heal, to forgive, to break the cycle? In the stories of philosophers long gone, you find a strange comfort. Nietzsche spoke of the necessity of suffering, of the way wounds can become openings to deeper understanding. Jung wrote of the shadow, the hidden self we must confront if we are to become whole. Their words remind you that you are not alone in your struggle, that the darkness is not a punishment, but a passage. Still, the journey is lonely. You walk the streets, lost in thought, watching the world move on as if nothing is wrong. But inside, you are fighting a war no one else can see. You wonder if anyone else feels this way, if anyone else is haunted by the same ghosts, the same doubts, the same ache for meaning. And yet, even as you stumble, something inside you refuses to give up. A small, stubborn flame flickering in the darkness, whispering that there is more to you than your pain. That you are not just the sum of your wounds, but also the architect of your healing. There comes a moment, often unexpected, when you begin to question the story you've been telling yourself. Is this darkness truly all you are? Are you condemned to repeat the same mistakes, to carry the same burdens forever? Or is there, hidden within you, a seed of defiance, a quiet refusal to be defined by your suffering? Perhaps it happens in the middle of an ordinary day. You are washing dishes, or driving home, or standing in line at the grocery store. Suddenly, you catch your own reflection in a window, and something shifts. You see not just the tiredness in your eyes, but the resilience that has carried you this far. You remember the times you survived when you thought you wouldn't, the times you found laughter in the ruins, the times you chose kindness when you could have chosen bitterness. You realize that the darkness has not destroyed you. If anything, it has shaped you, honed your empathy, deepened your understanding, made you more attuned to the suffering of others. You are not untouched by pain, but you are not untouched by grace either. You begin to wonder, what if your wounds are not signs of weakness, but of courage? What if the very act of facing your darkness, of refusing to run from it, is a kind of victory? Kierkegaard wrote that anxiety is the dizziness of freedom, the price we pay for the possibility of becoming more than we are. This thought lingers, unsettling and electrifying. You are not powerless after all. The darkness is not a prison, but a landscape, a place to explore, to learn, to grow. You are both the traveler and the mapmaker, charting a path through the unknown. You start to notice small changes. You speak a little more honestly, even when it scares you. You reach out to someone you trust, sharing a truth you've kept hidden. You forgive yourself for a mistake, just this once. Each act is a rebellion, a declaration that you will not be ruled by fear. The darkness is still there, but it feels less suffocating. You are learning to breathe within it, to find your footing, to trust that you can survive. You are not healed, not yet, but you are moving, step by trembling step, towards something new. In time, you begin to see that survival is not always loud or heroic. Sometimes, it is as simple as getting out of bed when you want to disappear, or smiling at a stranger when your heart feels heavy. It is the quiet decision to keep going, even when you cannot see the way forward. You notice resilience in the most unlikely places. In the single mother who works 2 jobs but still finds time to listen to her child's stories. In the elderly man who tends his garden, coaxing life from the earth despite the ache in his bones. In the friend who shows up again and again, even when you push them away. These small acts of endurance, of kindness, of hope, they are the threads that hold the world together. They are proof that meaning can be found even in the midst of suffering, that beauty can grow from brokenness. Viktor Frankl, who survived the darkest of human experiences, wrote that those who have a why to live can bear almost any how. You begin to search for your own why. It may be a person, a passion, a dream. It may be as simple as the promise of a new morning, or the taste of coffee on your tongue, or the sound of rain against your window. Meaning does not have to be grand to be real. Sometimes it is enough to keep searching, to keep asking, to keep moving. You learn to forgive yourself for the days when the darkness wins, when you retreat into old patterns, when hope feels out of reach. You remind yourself that healing is not linear, that progress is measured in moments, not milestones. And slowly, almost imperceptibly, you begin to trust yourself. You begin to believe that you are more than your pain, more than your past, more than the darkness you pretend doesn't exist. You are a survivor, a seeker, a soul in motion. One day, you wake up and realize that the darkness is still there, but it no longer frightens you. It is a part of you, yes, but it does not define you. You have learned to sit with your pain, to listen to its lessons, to honor its place in your story. You see now that everyone you meet is fighting a battle you cannot see. You move through the world with greater compassion, softer edges, deeper understanding. You are less quick to judge, more willing to forgive, both yourself and others. You find moments of joy in unexpected places, a song on the radio, a stranger's laughter, the warmth of sunlight on your skin. These moments do not erase the darkness, but they illuminate it, revealing patterns you never noticed before. You begin to see beauty in the cracks, hope in the ruins, possibility in the unknown. You realize that the journey is not about banishing the darkness, but about learning to live alongside it, to find meaning in the struggle, to create light where none exists, to become the author of your own story. Camus wrote that in the depths of winter, he discovered within himself an invincible summer. This is your summer, fragile, hard-won, fiercely your own. It is the light you carry, the hope you nurture, the strength you build with every step. You are not broken, not beyond repair. You are becoming, every day, more fully yourself. And as you move forward, you carry with you the wisdom of the darkness, the resilience of survival, the quiet courage of hope. You are both the question and the answer, the wound and the healing, the darkness and the light. Final reflection. So, if tonight you find yourself standing at the threshold of that hidden room, heart heavy with unspoken pain, remember this: you are not alone. The darkness you carry is not a curse, but a companion, a reminder that you are alive, that you are searching, that you are capable of more than you know. There are no easy answers, no quick fixes, no promises of endless happiness. But there is meaning, even in the struggle. There is beauty, even in the broken places. And there is hope, quiet and persistent, waiting for you to notice. Keep moving forward, step by trembling step. Trust that the light you seek is already within you, waiting to be found. And when the darkness comes again, as it surely will meet it not with fear, but with the quiet dignity of one who knows, you have walked this path before, and you will walk it again, and each time, you will emerge a little stronger, a little wiser, a little more whole. Before you go, I want you to pause and feel this moment. Let the silence settle. Let the truth of your own hidden shadows breathe. Remember, the darkness you carry is not your enemy. It is the birthplace of your deepest strength, your most honest self. Every scar, every ache, every silent battle has shaped you into someone capable of profound empathy, resilience, and beauty. You are not defined by what you hide, but by your willingness to face it, to grow from it, to begin again. If tonight you feel seen, If even a small part of your loneliness has been named, know that you are part of something vast and human and unbreakable. Your journey matters. You matter. Now, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Did this story resonate with you? What part of your own darkness are you learning to embrace? Share your reflections in the comments below. I read everyone. And if you found something meaningful here, please subscribe to the channel so we can keep exploring these hidden places together. Thank you for watching and for letting me walk this path with you.